Thank you for being here, you beautiful souls. Tonight's transmission is a little bit different. Uh, I am here solo as I was guided by my spiritual team to do so. And it worked out because some of the other members could not make it. So tonight we gather here in a sacred space for transmission of remembrance, of alignment, and return. We're not going to force anything. I'm going to have you just close your eyes, take a few deep breaths. This is not, never has been about reaching outside of yourself. This is about allowing the soul to remember what has always lived within. Now, as you take that slow, deep breath in through your nose and gently release through your mouth, remember that every cell receives light every single time you breathe. And when you exhale, the body releases what it no longer needs to carry. Tonight, if you do not know how to travel with the coordinates, which I do not know what they're going to be yet, they're in the process of delivering them. I want you to remember, if you do not know how to do that, just say, I want to go where she goes, or wherever I need to go with those coordinates, so I could have full remembrance, so I could ignite or plant those seeds for full remembrance. Now we call forward only that which is aligned with divine creator, divine truth, divine love, divine protection, and the highest sovereign good of each person present. I invite the Council of Light. I invite the Council of Nine. I invite any and all other councils of divine remembrance and high beings, the benevolent guides, the angelic guardians, the star elders, the ancestors of wisdom, and the sacred beings of light who come only through love, clarity, truth, and service. All beings, energies, frequencies, and anything that gives us distortion that is not fully aligned with divine creator and the highest sovereign good are denied access now. They may not enter this space. And you could be watching this live or you could be watching it later. This space is now closed to anything that does not align with the highest good, the highest light, the highest love that has ever been around you. Now, I don't want you to speak through this. I want you to just focus on what I do. And I want you today a little bit different. I'm going to take you down to further relaxation. Take another deep breath, nice and slow. Again, inhaling always through your nose, exhaling through your mouth. Letting your shoulders soften. Sometimes you may have to move them around a little. Let your jaw unclench. Let your heart know that it does not have to perform tonight. You don't have to chase the light. You don't even have to prove your worthiness. You're there for you. For you to start to remember who you are truly. Whether it's planting the seed so the tree grows, whether it's that glimpse of memory, whether it's just over suddenly some of your gifts open up. Your clarity. You heard the call today. That's why you're here, whether it's live or then later on recorded. And something in you just said, it is time. And tonight, we answer that call. Take another deep breath. And I want you to just envision a divine column of divine light descending from up there, straight through your spine, straight down your legs into Mother Earth. So now you have grounding energy from Gaia, from Mother Earth, from Terra, and divine energy floating through your body. Also call Earth Keepers, dragons, guardians, the archangels to stand with us and support us. Now take a nice deep breath, allowing the dragons of divine protection to spiral around the circle. And say, guardians of the sacred gates, open only what is aligned. Close what is not. Seal what must be sealed. Reveal what is ready to be remembered. Now the first coordinate number that I'm getting is 711. 711 is the heart gate of remembrance, the point where the soul remembers it was never abandoned. I want you to take a nice deep breath and place that awareness gently at the center of your chest, not forcing, not digging, not noticing. There may be warmth, there may be pressure, there may be emotion. Now, these gates, as I am experiencing, are big, beautiful, wrought iron, very ornate gates. Black gates, but they have specks of what I would think would be star dust. And when you look at it and the light hits it, it shines all over the place like a starry night, clear starry night. Now I want you to say to yourself, I return to the truth of my heart. I remember that I was never forgotten. I remember that I was never alone. I remember that love was always looking for me, even when I could not feel it. Now I want you to take a nice deep breath. And as those gates open, those huge gates open slowly, you see the councils of light right there waiting for you. And they are about to place a soft golden white flame in the center of your heart. Now, this flame does not burn, it restores. It does not expose you to pain, it reveals the truth beneath the pain. Let this flame move through all spaces where you felt unseen, the places where you gave and you gave and you wonder who would ever give back, the places where you carried others and quietly asked, who carries me? Now the council is speaking, and they will speak through me. Beloved one, you were never invisible to us. You were not unheard. You were not unsupported. These were moments you thought you were surviving alone, but the unseen world was holding the edges of your life together. Tonight, we do not ask you to believe. We just ask you to remember. To remember the hands that appear when you were weary. To remember the food that arrived when you were empty. To remember what your soul is here to do, or at least start planting those seeds. To remember the blessings hidden inside the timing, divine timing. Humans are very impatient. They want things done right away, but they ask for help. If you ask for help, you ask us to help you, to be there with you. Please just ask and have faith and trust that everything will work the way it should, that everything is for the highest good. Remember that help that arrived through people, signs, offerings, and unexpected doors. Anaratua tisata, saharea ventuale, kaira konoa mata, estará, estará. Olaim, 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 saraventule, tashataka, ikishsuatalaya. Just remember. Continue with your eyes closed and seeing the beauty of this place. All around, you see the sparks, the beautiful, brilliant little specks of stardust that's all around. The councils of light are shedding light in all the walls, the ceilings, the floor. And when they do, when they walk by, you see more than you did before. Take that time. Take that moment. Let this moment move through you. Let it soften the walls around your receiving. Allow this to occur. Allow yourself to receive without guilt. Allow yourself to be supported without shame. And allow yourself to the blessings to find your path. Allow your heart to remember. Now take another deep breath. And as we're walking through there, they gave me another coordinate, 933. This coordinate is the crown spiral of higher guidance, the place where confusion means divine instructions. Again, 933. Wow. You may feel tingling. You may feel expansion. You may feel soft pressure. The Council of Nine now forms a circle above this gathering. 9 points of light, 9 pillars of wisdom, 9 tones of divine remembrance as you hear bells ringing. They do not override your will. They do not demand your surrender. They honor your sovereignty. Take another deep breath and listen to what they're going to speak through me. We do not come to make you less human. We come to help you remember how sacred your humanity is. Your life is not an accident. Your sensitivity is not a mistake. Your path has not been random. Even the detours have carried coordinates. Even the delays have carried instructions. Even the losses have carried you and opened hidden doors of remembrance. Breathe that in. Allow yourself to be free to receive and to experience this opportunity that we have been called here to do with you today. We're not taking free will, so you are welcome to take what resonates and leave what doesn't. As we open the guidance that is aligned with divine creator, and we're hoping that you are open to that guidance. Now just know that you are only to receive what is clear to you, what is loving, what is truthful, and what is sovereign. Oh, this very moment, we're releasing the confusion that was never yours. We're releasing that does not belong in your field. And we're helping you return to the wisdom of your own divine connection. Take a nice deep breath. We are here, many of us, not just the 9 lights that are above you. There are many other light beings in this beautiful gathering. We're here to support you. We're here to let you know that you need to trust yourself again. That you who lost hope, we're here to give you hope. We may not be able to get you out of chaos because that is against free will, but we are able to carry you through it so you get the wisdom from that chaos, from those moments, from that time period, and bring you to the other side with as little damage as possible. You ask us for help, then have faith, trust. If you ask us for help and put a time limit on it, you will not achieve it because divine timing is greater than your timing. Divine timing sees all the good, the bad, the right moves, the right paths. It learns how to remove the fog, the fear that you have. It begins to turn slowly, not too fast, not too overwhelming. Just trust yourself. And now we'll step back for a moment or two. Take a nice deep breath. As I am activating your crown spiral. And envision a spiral of platinum, violet, and white light above your head. It is turning nice and slow, just enough to clear static from your channel, just enough to remove old programming that said you could not trust your guidance. It removes that belief that only others can hear the divine. And it removes the wound of doubting yourself and creating beautiful trust energy to go through all of your bodies. Now I hear the Council of 9 wants to speak through me again. Beloved one, your guidance has spoken in whispers, in dreams, in signs, sensations, and inner knowing, sudden redirections, divine interruptions, and unexpected protection. You have called for many things coincidence because you were afraid to call them sacred. And tonight, let the sacred return to its rightful name and its rightful place. Trust in your inner knowing. Trust that things will work as your best interest comes to our forefront. Remember the language of our guidance. Remember the signs. Remember the inner knowing. Remember the sacred timing. Remember that divine instruction can be gentle and still powerful. Eloi vere katea kusuraka shataya. Takio moro gnara katia katua. Sivana etuare tiakata koata. Namara kae kia tatisha wakatala yatite amuatata. Eke ate shedwa eki koata yata wakatetira tuala. Yakatistaroate liati tualata. Let the sound codes move through your crown now as we step back again. Take a nice deep breath. Let them settle behind your eyes. Let them soften your mind. Your mind does not have to control what your soul already knows. Your fear does not have to translate your guidance. Your spirit remembers the way without interference. Take a nice deep breath and continue looking around this beautiful, energetic place. It is so serene, and every single time I personally touch the walls, I feel that energy coming into me and opening up even more doors for me and more journeys and more ways. Remembrance happens to all of us. We continue to remember if we allow it. The more you remember, the more you allow it, the less you have to come back to learn. The more wisdom you obtain in this very moment, in this lifetime, and the more you can help others. Now we'll move to the third coordinate. The third coordinate is 555, pink. 555, pink. This is the key of sacred truth, the place where silence becomes aligned expression. Again, 5-5 pink. And you could see your body now glowing in this pink hue, bringing your awareness to your throat. Many of us have carried words we did not speak, truths we swallowed. And as you're walking through, continue walking through, you see different tunnels. Pick one, whichever one resonates with you. And trust that you will learn and empower your throat to say your truth. This is the power we hid so we would still be accepted. The wisdom we doubted because someone else did not understand it. And tonight we're not forcing the throat to open, we're honoring it. We thank it for protecting us when silence was the safest option. And we now let it know that the old protection does not have to remain the new prison. It does not have to remain closed for the rest of your life. Take a nice, long, deep breath and continue looking around. I have a galactic council with me. They're from Andromedan, they're from Sirius, and they're from a couple of other places that they do not wish to let us know. But they are together. There's 13 of them. And they ask you to honor your truth as you were not ready to speak. They ask you to honor your silence that protected you. And now to release the fear that your voice will cost you your belonging. To release the fear that your truth may not be understood. Above all, I'll let them say this. Above all, remember, belong to your soul first. Your soul belongs to truth. Your truth belongs to divine creator. And you belong to the divine creator. You are part of it. As they are now helping you understand that your truth may not be kept quiet any longer. That it is time to start finding a way to release that energy that you have held all these years. Sometimes you do have to pick safety. It's the only way to survive. But there are times where you just swallow your truth because you are afraid of making someone else uncomfortable. Or you do not set up your boundaries. Again, a way of stating your truth. Start protecting yourself. Start giving yourself worth. Start being who you are meant to be. Not this fearful, fear, guilt-ridden person that you are now. You're a divine being having a human experience, yes. But that does not mean you cannot be divine by itself. Bring your truth. Remember, plant those seeds, open them, water them, let them grow. Open that memory, that remembrance, and let them be your guiding light. We're stepping back now. Now the council, this galactic council, places a blue-white flame at your throat. This flame clears old vows, old silence, vows of invisibility, vows of hidden spiritual gifts, vows of shrinking wisdom, and vows of carrying truth alone. So I want you to release vows of silence across all timelines. Release the fear of being seen. Release the fear of being misunderstood. Release the fear of your own power. Release and allow your voice to become a vessel of healing, of truth, and of remembrance. Let me repeat that. Allow your voice to become a vessel of healing, truth, and remembrance. Take a nice deep breath as that beautiful light is also around you. As the walls in this beautiful place, which is just in the sky. There are no real walls, but I had to define it in a way. All these different lights that are surrounding you and in you are shining off and bringing in special lighting and beauty beyond belief. It's also bringing you calmness, peacefulness, tranquility, and real clarity. Council again wants to speak through me. I am moving over. Beloved one, your voice is not only sound. Your presence speaks. Your energy speaks. Your choices speak. Your boundaries speak. Your healing speaks. You do not need to shout to be powerful. You do not need to convince people to be true. You only align the need. Sharima koalte sea velach. Anatika tuakateshka okoroata eshetaralaya. Vein no ankate, vein no akate. Galing serafinora kain en soa. Kain en soa. Kain en soa. Tuakastea kastaratitia. Marakashatuara latiakata. Ikatastaroatisha wakatisha wakalayatiatiawata. Now we're going to step back and allow Glenda to continue. I ask you to take a deep breath again as I am in the process of gathering the next coordinate. 369, beautiful violet. 369, violet. This is the solar flame of sovereign power, the place where your soul reclaims authority. What a beautiful place. You see a beautiful throne in front of you. Go towards it. Sit on it proud, because you will have the will, the free will to choose to sit there. You are now, by doing so, have told the world you are taking control back. You're regaining and retaking and bringing your energy wherever you left it back to you. It is not power over others. It is not control over others. It is your truth, your true power. As we let the divine counsels continue speaking, service without sovereignty becomes completion and depletion. Compassion without boundaries becomes leakage. Love without discernment becomes distortion. You were never asked to disappear in order to help others remember themselves. Your light is strongest when it is anchored in your truth. Now remember, you are allowed to serve others from overflow. You are allowed to rest. You're allowed to receive. You are allowed to be protected. You're allowed to be clear. You're allowed to be powerful and loving at the same time. And let these tones of light language do what it needs to do for your greatest good and full remembrance. Rakume shaitai katatwara. Tora ven maika kaya tia. Akare katua tista wakashtarea teleia. Kara kara kara. Oshe mataita korateshata koatitia. Elaimuaka varatetia kutoro tutuata. Katashatata reka tutora latitia toata. Akashatua ikatoada tishatua tika tutua lataya. Akashatua lataya. Beloved one, remember, you are now returning to who you were. You're returning to who you were before the world taught you to forget. This remembrance is not regression, it is restoration. Marateku atishakata, eshnara warakitayatia, talaiven foratitaya, kumashe, kumashe, kumashe. Ikataya tishataratua, ikanatia tukoroa tishatata. Remember how to be here. Remember how to be grounded. Remember how to carry light in the human body. Remember that earth is part of your sacred assignment. Remember that you are here with a purpose. You are here with a purpose. Within your own multidimensional field, the councils now open this chamber of remembrance, the room that has been closed because the world made you forget. And only what is aligned may open, only what is ready may return. Allow the scrolls of the soul to return only in the way that you can safely receive. Allow the memories of the gifts to awaken the balance. Allow divine timing to guide your unfolding. You do not need to know everything tonight. Sometimes remembrance happens very slow and quietly. Remember to receive what is ready. Remember to trust what is sacred. Some of you have mistaken your longing for emptiness. Belonging is often remembrance calling you from behind the veil. The ache you feel is not always a wound. Sometimes it is soul recognizing that there's more. Tonight we bless the longing. Tonight we return the language of sacred purpose. As you remember that your soul has wisdom, as you remember that your path has meaning, as you remember that your gifts are returning in divine order, and as you remember that you do not have to rush your awakening or your awakening process. Serain na toaratika no totoakata. Velain nare shedoaka te teaka shtatara Goaratia. Ariana kaia la te kateso. Sura sura ke taiwata. Om nalave e shaeta kate. Torae nai, torae nari. Koros kotoala. Taratitia moatitia katata. Goratitia kurushuala tarayata. Now the councils of Nine and Light will join our Galactic Council, and we're going to speak as one. Beloved children of light, you have entered the corridor of remembrance. Do not be troubled if you do not understand everything at once. The sea does not question the darkness before it opens. The river does not ask permission to return to the sea. The soul does not forget forever. It only sleeps until the hour of return. You're not behind. You're not broken. You're not too late. You are remembering in the timing that your body can hold. Let the false identities fall away gently. Let the old fear release its grip. Let the mind stop punishing itself for what the soul came here to transform. You were born carrying light. You were shaped by storms, but the storms did not become your name. You were tested by silence, but silence did not erase your voice. You were wounded by forgetting, but forgetting did not destroy remembrance. Rise now, not above others, but into yourself. Return now to the not to the past, but to the original truth. Receive now, not because you have earned love, but because love was already yours. And now we step back to allow Glenda to continue and finish. Now I ask you to take a nice deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. And I want you to repeat after me to yourself or aloud, whatever works for you. I am willing to remember. I am willing to receive. I am willing to return to truth. I am willing to be held by Creator. I am willing to let my soul speak louder than my fear. Beautiful. And today, I invite each and every one of you to place a hand over your heart and simply rest it and say, Dear soul, I am listening. Dear body, I am here. Dear heart, I am sorry for the times I ignored your wisdom. Dear spirit, I am ready to remember at the pace of divine love. Now I want you to slowly allow this gentle integration to receive clear signs, divine support, and remembrance without fear. Take another slow, deep breath, as it is time now for us to leave this beautiful place of remembrance, of peace, of tranquility, and so on. And you all of a sudden by the gates, you see steps. And I want you to start taking those steps down, taking one last look at this place and allowing all the wisdom that you received, whether known or unknown, to flourish within your field. 5, 4. You may look back, one last look as the gates close. Take a nice deep breath. 3, 2. You're in your own place. You start to hear the sounds, the smell, notice the environment, notice you're back into your body. And 1. You may take deep breaths. And remember, remembrance reveals itself gently. You do not have to push it, but I do want you to drink water after this session. And if you want to journal, please do. That's how you remember a lot. And simply notice what unfolds over the next few days. You are deeply held. You're not walking this path by yourself. And as always, we'll see you next Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern. And I love you. Bye.